What's up? Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Good morning. I see you guys rolling on up into the room this morning. It's bright and early. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you guys come in, just drop a note in the comments. Let us know you're here. Say good morning. And those of you who come in and watch on the replay a little bit later, don't forget hashtag replay. Always give us a hashtag replay so we can show you some loves a little bit later. Good morning, Miss Linda. Good to see you in the house. We've been missing you the past couple days. Maybe you've been here and just been quiet. I don't know. But good morning. Good to see you back. Good morning, my sister. My sister from another mister. Miss Jillian Ortega in the house. What? Lori! There's my Lori. Hey, Lori. Always for you. Always for you, chasing squirrels. Hey, Raul. Good to see you in the house this morning. Kimberly. What's up, Kimberly? Woo, woo, woo. Is Ruthie here yet? Ruthie, let me know if you're here. Good morning, Tanya. Good to see you in the house this morning. Ruthie's here. Good morning, Ruthie. Hey, it's Ruthie's birthday, everybody. What? Y'all know what we do for birthdays. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ruthie. Ruthie. Happy birthday to you. Bum. Happy birthday, Ruthie. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day today. Rahayu. Did I say it right that time? Yay. It's a pretty name. I love it. Rahayu. I love it. All right. Happy birthday, Ruthie. You got some birthday loves going up on the screen. Birthday loves for you. You know we was going to sing. Any reason I can sing. Look, I got a shadow across my nose. Is that the hat, or did I miss that spot when I put my makeup on? I don't know. Oh, happy birthday loves on the screen for you, Ruthie. All right, you guys. Well, it's Thursday. How are y'all doing? Everybody having a good week? I'm having a good week. It's a good week. It's a full week, but we like full weeks because full weeks mean you're blessed with things to do, right? I would rather have things to do than be bored. Anybody bored? I ain't got time to be bored. Ain't nobody got time for that. I just don't even understand the concept. I had to give me a little water. Y'all, I thought I was going to have to end up with Buddy in here with us this morning. He snuck in at 8:05. And I was like, oh no. How'd Buddy get in here? Hey, more birthday loves for you on the screen, Ruthie. Let me pop them up there. Yeah, Buddy got in the room. And I was like, I tried to outsmart him. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pretend it's okay. Like, I'm not going to make a big deal about Buddy being in the room and you need to get out of here, because, he hears all that and he's going to want to stay, right? More birthday loves. So I said, I'm just going to be like, okay, well, whatever, you can chill. I left the door open and Buddy's like looking like, well, if she's not going to give me any attention, I'm going to leave. So he left and I got up real quick and I closed the door. And I was like, woo, we tricked Buddy. We outsmarted him this morning. Hey, y'all know I got my vibration plate that I told y'all about that I get on every day. It's kind of like this is my little in-home gym workout. Shakes me up real good. And works my muscles. Hey, Tara, good to see you in the house, giving Ruthie some birthday loves. So anyway, last night I was on the phone and in the room where that is, and I looked over and Buddy, he's laying across it like it's his bed or something, and I'm like, Buddy, you trying to raise your vibes? I almost, if I had my little remote for it, like over on the side of the room where I was, I would have turned it on just to see what his reaction was. So I'm going to try and catch him laying on it again. And I'm going to turn it on with my little remote and see what happens. I'll try and video it. We'll put it on YouTube. It'll be one of those funny cat videos. I just know it. I just know it. It'll go viral. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, here's some birthday cakes and some ta-da party hats for you, Ruthie. Happy birthday. Good morning, April. Good to see you in the house. Good to see you in the house this morning. All right, it will totally go viral. I'm convinced. We just got to get Buddy to lay across, because he's long. Y'all know he's a big cat. He's 20 pounds. That's a big cat. He's long, so he was stretched across the whole thing, head to tail. And I was like, if I could have turned that on, he would have been like, oh man. Oh. Yes, okay. Jillian wants me to share how I was diligent and followed my sister's advice. Well, my sister is giving me advice all the times to make my life better. Everybody needs a sister in their life like that. So, gratitude. So, see, what had happened was, is I was like kind of needing to activate some muscles. You know, I have been in the computer chair too long. You know what I mean? So I was sharing with my friend and my sister Jillian one day, and she's like, you know what you need? You need to get you one of these vibration plates. And she told me about hers, right? And so I was like, where that thing at? So she sent me the Amazon link, and I started looking around, and I was like, man, these things ain't cheap. It's like, if I get this sucker, it better work. If I make this kind of investment, it better do something. So I was skeptical. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, that thing ain't gonna do nothing. All you do is stand on it and it shakes you. I was like, that ain't gonna do squat. So I get the thing, right? First couple times I use it, I was like, I'm not too sure about that. But I didn't have it on the right setting, and I'm like, I don't think this gonna do something. I probably should send this thing back. And then I stopped using it for 3 weeks. And then I went too long and couldn't send the thing back. And besides that, it weighs 30 pounds. And I was like, I am not boxing this thing back up and trying to send it back to Amazon. Because it's big. I mean, it's big and it's heavy and it's awkward. And I was like, well, I guess it can be a clothes catcher. It'd be something. I can put something on it. A little pedestal for something. And anyway, long story short, I'm making it long anyway though, is I decided with her encouragement and persistence to be consistent with it and to find a new setting. So I found a new setting on it, played with it a little more that worked, and made me shake it up real good. And y'all, let me tell you what, beat my desk. Let me tell you what, that sucker worked. I was actually legit sore. After standing on it for 10 minutes, I was like, I feel like I done been to the gym and worked out. And I would be getting up, you know, the first couple days you go back to the gym and you've been out for a long time. And the first couple days you stand up and you go, oh, the muscles are like, wait a minute, you hadn't used us in a while. And you got to give us some time to catch up. Well, that's how it was, just standing on this little plate for 10 minutes. And so I slowly, as I did it for a little while, I slowly started feeling better and more energy. Because, it sends vibrations through your feet and stuff too. So it's literally raising your vibes. It's literally raising your vibration. And so, yeah, anyway, long story short, I get on that sucker sometimes 2-3 times a day now. I'm like, I get a little sleepy sitting here working. I'll be like, oh, I need to go get on the plate. Anyway, Buddy found the plate last night. So we're going to try and get Buddy back on the plate. I got one of those things across my eyes. It looks like, when people be wearing glasses and they take their glasses off and they got the little glasses things right there. Y'all ever seen people do that? I don't know what that is. Maybe it's just a hat. Maybe I don't know. Okay. Anybody got any ideas what that might be? It looks like just maybe a shadow. Maybe it's just a shadow. So anyway, it gives you more energy. So I'll be like falling, snoozing at like that mid afternoon plunge where you just want to go take a nap. Now I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I go take a nap because I do like naps, and I have that freedom. But sometimes, when I got more things that I need to accomplish, then I'll just go get on my plate for 10 minutes and I'll come back and I'll be like, let's go! Let's go! So, anyway, maybe Buddy got me in my sleep, Lori says. He might have. He's a rascal like that. I don't know. Anywho, share the link. I shared it one time. I'll see if I can find it to share again. But yeah, they're fun little machines. I copied the right cat. Yeah, it's okay to be a copycat. Like Jillian says, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. So I copied the right cat. I copied my sister, and I got the plate, and I started following the routine. Every morning after Inspire with Fire, I go get on the plate. And some days, if I wake up early enough, I get on it before. Those are days I come in and I'll be like, what's up? Anyway, oh man, it's, what are we doing? Is this Inspire with Fire? Or is this Chat with Krista? I don't know. Well, it's okay because today I woke up and things were a little bit different feeling in the atmosphere. And it was nice. It was like quiet. Now, sometimes you can wake up and even though there's no noise in the house, it's not quite that, like the atmosphere isn't quiet. Does that make sense? Sometimes it's like I feel like I connect with heaven, and heaven's either really active or really quiet, no matter what the noise in the world is at the time. So today, when I woke up, it was like the world was quiet, but it felt like heaven was quiet too. So I was like, what are we going to do today? Lord, what you going to say today? What you going to do? So I did something really this morning I've never done. Normally when I come in here for Inspire with Fire, I began, just going through and like, okay, what are we going to... God's already spoken something to my heart, either the night before as I'm drifting to sleep, or right as I wake up, or as I'm, doing the preliminaries before I come in here, brushing my teeth, whatever, drinking some water. Doing those preliminaries and coming in, I get something, like I get a starting point, a topic, a theme, a verse pops in my spirit, something happens. Today it was silent, but not in a bad way, not like, oh God, I can't hear you, please talk to me. It wasn't like that at all. It was more like a stillness. Be still and know that I am God. So today I just walked in, and normally I turn the computer on and I start, researching scriptures and, get pulling all my resources together and making some little notes of things that pop in my heart that I want to say while we're talking. And, but today, write the decree, make the slides, I'm doing all the work, getting ready for the broadcast. Well, today it wasn't like that. I came in, I didn't even activate the computer. I didn't wake it up, hit spacebar, wake it up. I didn't wake it up. I just came in and I just wanted to open my Read Passion Translation. So that's what I did. I opened my Read Passion Translation and I just started, the casual read, how you just kind of flip through. You'll read a few sentences here, a few sentences there, and then you'll turn 50 pages over and read 2 or 3 more sentences. Just looking for that thing that's going to pop out. That thing that's going to make you stop and read more. Okay? Does anybody ever do that? That's one of my little, tips for Bible study. If you don't know where to go or what to read, just flip through until something captures you. And something will capture you. God's going to lead you to it. And you just kind of... I read quite a bit. So today was just a reading. And as I was reading, it stayed quiet. It was just like stillness, complete stillness. Like, if you can imagine Just like just quiet like that. Just quiet. So today, oh, Lori's got something here. Today's a Jewish calendar day. Okay. The 15th of Shabbat on the Jewish calendar. It's a day that marks the beginning of a new year for trees. Oh, yeah, I read about this one. This one's actually written on my calendar. I have my little annual calendar of Jewish holidays here. And you know what? Let's see. 128, the tree new year. Yep, it's right there circled. See it? Right there. Oh, man. Okay. Purim is next week. So that would explain the quietness in heaven then. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad you pointed that out. I had marks the season in which the earliest blooming trees in the land of Israel emerge from their winter sleep and begin a new fruit-bearing cycle. So isn't it fun that we talked about fruit bearing and all of that over the past couple weeks, kind of in preparation, not even realizing that we were moving into the tree new year? So it marks the time, I'll read that again. Today is the day that marks the season in which the earliest blooming trees in the land of Israel emerged from their winter sleep and begin a new fruit-bearing cycle. I can see that. And spiritually, what I was feeling this morning and just the stillness of everything, I could see that it was like, yeah, I can see this now that you're pointing it out. Thanks, Lori. Look at Lori bringing the goods this morning. So it says we mark the 15th of Shabbat by eating fruit, particularly from the kinds that are singled out by the Torah in its praise of the bounty of the Holy Land. Grapes, figs, pomegranates. Oh, I love me some pomegranates. Olives and dates. Love me some dates too. I don't like olives very much. Olive oil, but not olives. Take the olives off the pizza. Don't put it in my salad. anyway, but I love me some grapes. I love me some figs and pomegranates and dates. On this day, we remember that man is a tree of the field, Deuteronomy 20:19, and reflect on the lessons we can derive from our botanical analog. Yay! Sweet. I love it. I would put that on the screen, but it's a really long message. I don't know. See? So anyway, so you guys, you can see how it's spelled there. The 15th of Shabbat. On the Jewish calendar. So I love that. Thank you, Lori. That comment was so big I had to raise my hand to see over it. I was like, peek-a-pop, peek-a-boo. That explains this morning. Well, Lord, we thank you for this new year and this new season. And man, it's just so wild. We've gone through talking about pruning seasons. We've gone through talking about the fruit and how to bear more fruit and what the fruit are and how to cultivate those fruit of the Spirit in our lives. Like, look, for the past several weeks, we've been preparing for this day. I don't know. I'm just processing this with you guys out loud right now. So we've been preparing for this day without even realizing it or knowing what we were doing. How fascinating. Man, I wish I had not known it sooner and I could have done a lot of research and did some teaching, but that wasn't what was supposed to happen. Lori was supposed to tell us, and we were supposed to get it like this, because y'all know everything be happening for a reason. What is today? It was quiet. I'll tell you this, it was quiet in heaven and on the earth when I woke up. It was very still, and it was a be still and know that I am God moment. And so that's what we did. And I'm going to do just a reading. I'm just going to do a reading on where I landed this morning. And it's, yeah, we'll do that. Thank you, Lord. I just want to say thank you. Thank you. All right. There I am. There I am. All right. So I always like to start in the Psalms with praise, right? So I ended up here at 138 after several page flips looking for something to capture me. And this is talking about the divine presence of God, which we can acknowledge and celebrate in our Tree New Year today. So it says this, it says, I thank you, Lord, and with all the passion in my heart, I worship you in the presence of angels. Heaven's mighty ones will hear my voice as I sing my loving praise to you. I bow down before your divine presence and bring you my deepest worship as I experience your tender love and your living truth. For the promises of your word and the fame of your name have been magnified above all else. Have been magnified above all else. The fame of his name, I like that. The fame of his name has been magnified above all else. At the very moment I called out to you, you answered me. You strengthened me deep within my soul and breathed fresh courage into me. How many want some fresh courage? I would like some fresh courage. Give me some fresh courage, Lord. One day all the kings of the earth will rise to give you thanks when they hear the living words that I have heard you speak. They too will sing of your wonderful ways, for your ineffable. What's that word? Glory is great. For though you are lofty and exalted, you stoop to embrace the lowly. Yet you keep your distance from those filled with pride. Somebody say, I don't want no pride. I want Jesus close to me. By your power, by your mighty power, I can walk through any devastation, and you will keep me alive, reviving me. Your power set me free from the hatred of my enemies. Come on now. His power sets us free from the hatred of our enemies. So somebody say, my enemies, they can't touch this. Because his power has set us free from their hatred. So no matter how much they hate us or whatever, whatevs, God's power has set us free from that. You keep every promise you've ever made. So any promise God has ever made, he's going to keep it. It's going to be kept. Somebody say, kept it, keep it, keep it. Since your love for me is constant and endless. That's why he keeps his promises, because his love is constant and endless. I ask you, Lord, to finish every good thing you've begun in me. And then we pop over, and I think it's in Philippians in the New Testament where there's a declaration of that he will complete every good work that he started. So somebody say, God's on the move and it's all good. All right, all right, all right. Psalm 138. If you guys want to check that out. I keep trying to scroll on the view screen, and I need to be over here on the display screen. Okay, then after I went there, because I always like to start with some Psalms, and, because that's praise. Remember, we talked about most of the Psalms being praise related, and because they were actually songs that the people of Israel sang. It was kind of like their praise and worship. Okay, like you go to church and you sing some songs. These were their songs, and they sang them to God on a continual basis. Remember King David established 24/7 worship, and so there was always singing and dancing and praise and worship type stuff going on in the temple to surround God's house, where the Ark of the Covenant was, with worship and with praise. So that brings his divine presence, which is what this was talking about, which is what this passage was talking about. So then from there, I flipped a few more pages here, there, and I always like to get me some wisdom for today. Somebody say wisdom. So when you're like doing your little Bible thing, start with your little praise, then get your little wisdom, and then see where God takes you from there. But today we went praise and wisdom, because wisdom sometimes can, give you everything you need. It can answer everything. So wisdom's virtues is where we landed next. So let's see what this has to say. Y'all ready? I'm still fascinated with this today being Shabbat, the 15th of Shabbat. All right, here we go. Get my mouse in the right place. We scrolling. All right, Proverbs 17, wisdom's virtues. A simple, humble life with peace and quiet. That's where it was this morning, peace and quiet. Is far better than an opulent lifestyle with nothing but quarrels and strife at home. Somebody say, don't want no quarrels and strife. A wise, intelligent servant will be honored above a shameful son. He'll even end up having a portion left to him in his master's will. In the same way that gold and silver are refined by fire, the Lord purifies your heart by the tests and trials of life. Somebody say, well, I must be real pure because I've been through a lot. Well, yeah, you probably are purified, because we're purified by fire, by the trials and tests of life. Those eager to embrace evil, listen to slander. For a liar loves to listen to lies. Ooh. What's that tell you? Y'all know those folks be whispering, like always talking bad about people? Number one, they probably talking bad about you to somebody else, so be careful. Number two, look at what it says here. It says here that a liar loves to listen to lies. So those eager to embrace evil listen to slander. For a liar loves to listen to lies. So if they listening to lies and they love listening to them so much, they probably saying some too, right? So be careful. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you hear. Be careful who you listen to. Mock the poor, will you? No. Because when you mock the poor, you insult your Creator every time you do. If you make fun of others' misfortune, you'd better watch out. Your punishment is on the way. See, this just teaches Proverbs. They just teach you to act right. Somebody say, Proverbs teach me to act right. Put it in the comments. Proverbs teaches me to act right. I love it. Got some wisdom fires going across the screen there. Loves. All right, where are we? Grandparents have the crowning glory of life. Grandchildren. You hear that, Jillian? Little Vincy 3 is your crowning glory of life. Your crowning glory of life. I can see that because he's got some little Prince vibes going on. He's got some Prince vibes. And he is a glorious little love muffin. I can't wait to hold that baby. And it's only proper for children to take pride in their parents. It is not proper for a leader to lie and deceive. Somebody say, ain't nobody got time for that. And don't expect excellent words to be spoken by a fool. Y'all don't be getting mad at the crazy people when they can't say things right. Just be like, it's all right. It's all right, baby. It's all right. Don't expect excellent words to be spoken by a fool. Wise instruction is like a costly gem. It turns the impossible into success. Love overlooks the mistakes of others, but dwelling on the failures of others devastate friendships. I was actually talking to somebody about this similar topic yesterday. Because y'all know there'll be some people in life and they're a little bit difficult. Anybody ever had to deal with difficult people in your life? And sometimes it's, people you can't get rid of. Maybe it's a coworker, a neighbor, a family member, Hopefully not one that lives in your house, but sometimes that happens. But but there's sometimes just difficult people, and if you dwell on and focus on the things that are not so positive about them, then it can make you not like them very much, okay? And these are people maybe that you kind of have to like because you don't have any choice but to be around them. But love, it says, overlooks the mistakes of others. And I actually was fascinated this morning when I read this verse because that's very similar to what I said yesterday to the person I was talking to when we're talking about a difficult, individual. And my comment was something along the lines of, yeah, it can be very frustrating when you know XYZ's immaturity kicks in and they act like a 2-year old. But the love outweighs that fault. So I'm able to overlook it. So there's grace there for it because love exists. So love, the amount of love I have for that person is able to overlook the occasional temper tantrum. Okay? So love overlooks the mistakes of others. Love overlooks those shortcomings and allows us to really appreciate and grow that relationship, that friendship, that whatever, whoever they might be in your life. It allows us to grow that and keep it. So love overlooks the mistakes of others. But dwelling on the failures can devastate friendships, so it can destroy the relationship. So before we act in a way that causes us to really lose those relationships, we have to ask what the value and importance of having that relationship in our lives is. And do we have enough love in our hearts to overlook the occasional shortcoming or the occasional failure or the occasion, where's the love here? And the relationship to me is far more important than the 5 minutes I have to deal with the drama. You know what I'm saying? So just thought, just food for thought. One word of correction breaks open a teachable heart, but a fool can be corrected 100 times and still not know what hit him. I've dealt with some of them people too. You can say it 100 times and they still gonna be like, huh? But a word of correction breaks open a teachable heart. If the person has enough humility and willingness and eagerness to learn, you can gently and lovingly bring correction, and they're going to receive it and be taught and learn from it. Whereas a fool, he's not going to listen. That's what it's saying. You can talk till the moon turns blue, and the fool is not going to listen to you because they're set in their ways, and they think that they know everything and that they got it, they got it going on. So a fool can be corrected 100 times and still not hear you, still not know what hit him, because rebellion thrives in an evil man. So a messenger of vengeance will be sent to punish him. It's safer to meet a grizzly bear. Oh, come on. Wow, I don't want to meet no grizzly bear. What's safer than that? It's safer to meet a grizzly bear robbed of her cubs. That's a mad mama bear right there now. Than to confront a reckless fool. This dude, Solomon, okay, Solomon wrote this dude, King Solomon. This dude is saying, I'd rather mess with an angry mama bear than have to deal with a fool. Somebody say he must have had a few people cross his path that wasn't very nice. Man, it is safer to meet a grizzly bear robbed of her cubs than to confront a reckless fool. You know what? Now, I'm not going to call nobody no fool because we're not supposed to, and it's not very nice. But I just got this because a person just popped in my mind that I used to have to deal with. Thank God I don't have to deal with them anymore because, whoo, let's talk about save the drama for your mama. They were a walking piece of drama on feet. But anyway, thank God I'm out of that. But, but yeah, and I'm thinking about this and I'm like, yeah, maybe I would rather deal with a grizzly bear because they were reckless. They were foolish. Yeah, I can see that. I can totally get it. I just got an epiphany. Somebody say, we got an epiphany this morning. The one who returns evil for good can expect to be treated the same way for the rest of his life. Oh, ooh. The one who returns evil for good can expect to be treated the same way for the rest of his life. Don't be one who is quick to quarrel, for an argument is hard to stop. It's like a freight train, isn't it? And you never know how it will end. So don't even start down that road. Somebody say, I'm not going to argue with you today. I'm not going to talk about this. And this smile real big say, I love you, but I'm not talking about this. We're not doing this today. Y'all gotta practice. Y'all gotta practice your responses in these situations. Next time an argument, somebody tries to pick a fight, start an argument, have a quarrel, you gotta have your response ready. Like ready. Practice it. Think about it now. Think about it ahead of time. What am I going to say next time I'm confronted with an opportunity to quarrel? What am I going to say next time I'm confronted with an opportunity to argue? What am I going to say next time someone tries to pick a fight and make me come unglued and show myself, show my true colors? You don't want none of that. What am I going to say? What is my response? Have it ready. So that next time you feel that button get pushed, because y'all know there's a button where something just flips. You know what I'm talking about. Like you'll be going along, you'll be like, oh, it's a beautiful day. And somebody say something and you'll be like, oh, no, you didn't. Something inside of you makes the head snap. And you're like, hold up just a minute. You know, not today, Satan. I love it, Tara. Not today. Don't go there. Look, Ruthie's got hers. Don't go there. No. Don't go there. And Tara's like, oh no, not today, Satan. Don't take the bait. I ain't taking it. Keep my mouth shut. Bite your lip if you have to. And y'all, my mama actually does that. Like if I ever see mama suck in that top lip, she about to explode. Mama starts biting her top lip. She'll be like, if I ever see that, I'm like, I'm getting out of here. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll see y'all in a minute. Don't let mama bite the top lip, because if mama bites the top lip, it's about to go down. I'm getting out of town. I gotta go to the stove. I'll be back. I need gas in my car. You just got gas yesterday. I know, but I drove a lot. You ain't been nowhere. I need gas. Leave me alone. I'm leaving. Sorry. Oh God, no, y'all got me laughing. I keep got this visual of mama biting her top lip, because that's what she does. Now y'all know, if y'all ever see Joanna biting the top lip, run. I'm just kidding. If you're watching, mama, I love you. I'm just kidding. I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. Oh gosh. Where'd we go? Where am I? Quarrel treated the same way. We read that. Oh, don't even go down that road. There we are. There's nothing God hates more than condemning the one who is innocent and acquitting the one who is guilty. Come on. Why pay tuition to educate a fool? For he has no intention of acquiring true wisdom. A dear friend will love you no matter what. Somebody say, friends love at all times. All times. And a family sticks together through all kinds of trouble. It's stupid to run up bills you'll never be able to pay or to co-sign for the loan of your friend. Save yourself the trouble and don't do either one. Now there's some wisdom right there. Somebody say, I wish I'd known that one a long time ago. It's stupid. Don't be stupid. It's stupid to run up bills you'll never be able to pay or to co-sign for the loan of your friend. Save yourself the trouble and don't do either one. But if you have, it's okay. There's forgiveness and God can give you wisdom to get out of that situation. But just don't do it again. When he gets you out, don't do it again. If you love to argue, then you must be in love with sin. Ooh. Y'all ever met those people? They just love to fight and they giggle about it. They will do... They will push buttons until they get a rise out of you, and then they like, then they laughing about it. They are laughing. That's wrong. Somebody say, that's just wrong. You get somebody all fired up for nothing. That's sin. It says, if you love to argue, then you must be in love with sin. What? For the one who loves to boast is only asking for trouble. The one with a perverse heart never has anything good to say. Y'all ever been around somebody you're like, I just wish they'd say something nice. Just one thing? Really? Isn't the sun warm today? They'll be like, no, it's hot. It's hot. It's too hot. Oh, man. Look for some, look, get around some people that have good things to say. You know, I don't need nobody speaking negativity into my ears. You know, all that stuff goes on in the unseen world enough. I don't need a person standing in front of me talking negativity and not saying anything good. Get around some positive people. Say, find me some positive friends. Find you some positive friends, because you don't want to turn into that negativity, and you know, you become like the top 5 people you hang out with. Who you hanging out with? Just look at the 5 people around you and be like, is this what I want to be? And if it's not, find you some new friends. Somebody say, find me some new friends. I got me some good friends. I like the people I hang out with. They elevate me. They challenge me. They bring me up a level. They make me try harder. They make me want to do better in life. Those are the kind of people that you want to be around. Not people that make you feel bad about yourself and bad about the world and bad about this and bad about that. And oh, no. If you got to just get you a squirrel and be positive with your little squirrel and y'all be happy together, just be happy with your squirrel. Because he ain't going to, or get you a lovey-dovey. Y'all know how lovey-dovey be repeating everything you say? Just say positive things, and lovey-dovey, he'll repeat it to you, and then you'll have somebody speaking positive into your life. Get you a lovey-dovey. Oh, if you ain't got no positive friends, it's okay. Be friends with each other, because I know all y'all positive being on here. Good friends are like pure gold. A to the men. People who edify, so important to be around. For sure. For sure. All right. Where are we going? We almost through with this. Let's see. If you love to argue, we did that. First heart. This is funny. Parents of a numbskull will... Oh, some of this stuff in the Bible cracks me up. I'm sorry. Parents of a numbskull will have many sorrows, for there's nothing about his lifestyle that will make them proud. Bless their hearts. That's funny though, numbskull. I didn't know that was in the Bible. It's hilarious. A joyful heart, a joyful, cheerful heart, which is what we have this morning after reading some of this stuff. A joyful, cheerful heart brings healing to both body and soul. But the one whose heart is crushed struggles with sickness and depression. Ooh. See, right there. The one whose heart is crushed struggles with sickness and depression. A lot of sickness is brought on by broken hearts, and a lot of physical conditions, it is the root of those comes from a wounded, broken heart, or what the we've labeled as a soul issue, a soul wound. So get your heart healed, and you can get your body healed too. So bringing a joyful, cheerful heart brings healing to both body and soul. Okay? So keep your heart happy, keep your heart cheerful. Like pull a Maria Kondo. If it don't spark joy, get rid of it. Get it out of your life. And so that you don't have to struggle with sickness, and you don't have to struggle with depression. And release it fully. Let it go. Not only get it out of your life, get it out of your mind. Pull it out of your heart. Forgive. Let go. Release. When you, moving on, when you take a secret bribe, your actions reveal your true character, for you pervert the ways of justice. Even the face of a wise man shows his intelligence, but the wandering eyes of a fool will look for wisdom everywhere except right in front of his nose. Y'all ever met somebody like that? They'd be looking all over the place and the answer's right in front of them, and you're like, stop looking, it's already there. The wandering eye of a fool will look for wisdom everywhere except right in front of his face. A father gives over the foolishness of his child, and bitter sorrow fills his mother. It's horrible to persecute a holy lover of God, or to strike an honorable man for his integrity. Can you bridle your tongue when your heart is under pressure? Ooh, that's a good one. Can you bridle your tongue when your heart is under pressure? So when you're feeling pressed and stressed out, and there's all this pressure coming in on you, remember, when something gets pressed, what's inside of it is what comes out. So what is coming out when your heart is under pressure? Are you able to bridle your tongue and control the words that you say when you're feeling pressured? That's how to show that you are wise. If you can bridle your tongue and control your words when you're feeling pressured. What's in a man will come out when he's under pressure. You press an olive, what do you get? Olive oil. You press a grape, what do you get? Welch's or wine, depending on your preference. you press you press a strawberry, you get jam, right? So what are you what comes out of you when you are under pressure? That's how you show that you are wise. An understanding heart keeps you cool, calm, and collected, no matter what you're facing. So, do we have an understanding heart? Even when a fool bites his tongue, he's considered wise. So, see, Mama is wise. Mama be biting that upper lip. Mama is wise. So, even a fool bites his tongue, he's considered wise. So, shut your mouth. Somebody say, shut your mouth when you are provoked, and it'll make you look smart. Somebody say, I is smart, I is kind, I is important, because I know how to keep my mouth shut. Ooh, sometimes it's the mouth that gets us in trouble. Somebody say, it's the mouth. M-O-U-F, mouth. It's the mouth. M-O-U-F, the mouth. All right. Where's that about the parents? Which part about the parents, Lori? About the parents. Which part? Was it in this one that we read today? Something we read today? If it was something we read today, this is Proverbs 17. And then the psalm that we read today was 138. I'm not sure which section you're talking about. We had a couple things about parents. So, all right. Soul wounds need healing. Yeah. We need to do a little mini series on soul wounds at some point. Ruthie says she know how to keep her mouth shut. I do too, for the most part. Sometimes my mouth will get me in trouble though, because it gets out, it escapes before I have time to filter it. 1721, Lori says. 1721. What we got? Oh, yeah. The numbskull. Parents of a numbskull will have many sorrows, for there's nothing about his lifestyle that will make them proud. Y'all don't have no numbskull children. No numbskulls. Say no numbskulls allowed. No, none of you guys have numbskulls for children. I know you don't. You've all got wonderful... Hey, Kevin's here. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you, brother. I'm not sure at what point you said that. Somebody's going to cry, though. Then you knew to stay... Oh, that must be... You must have be talking about your mama or somebody. That you knew to stay away when you would see them start crying. Oh, yeah. People that cry when they get mad, you better run from them. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, guys, I know this was different today, but it sure was fun. We had us a good time. We chased a few squirrels. We did a few things, but it's all good. Hey, Lindsay's here. Good morning, Lindsay. I'm just scrolling through the comments, seeing what y'all were saying while we were reading. And let's see. I've learned you can't please everyone. Find you some new friends. Friend you some new friends. Oh, you know I love me some lovey-dovey. Let's see. Tortilla in the house. Tortilla be rolling on up in like, hey, what's up? Party's over. Oh, my bad. I'm late. Hey, we just glad you showed up, Tortilla. We love you, girl. Hey, Deidre. Good to see you, cuz. What's going on? Hey, Tortilla won a mini donut machine. Somebody say praise the Lord. That's awesome. So you're going to be making us some donuts? All right, make us some donuts. Tortilla's making donuts for tomorrow's episode because she got her a donut machine and she won it. Hey, I appreciate the fire. I was trying to preach it. I was trying. It was an interesting day today. Love overlooks the failures, tantrums of someone in my life. Yeah, that's a big one, isn't it? Lots of little nuggets today. We didn't have a real directed conversation or lesson, whatever you want to call it. But there was lots of little nuggets dropped in there. Somebody say nuggets. Sometimes I like chicken nuggets. Sometimes I want the whole chicken fried, southern style. And sometimes I just want a little chicken nugget. Just give me a little chicken nugget. That's what Proverbs are. Proverbs are like your chicken nuggies. Yes, truth. Usually when someone slanders others, they slander you also. You can count on that. I'll never forget, I think when I first got that revelation, not that I had not already learned it the hard way 10 or 12 times by then, but I was being a bit of a numbskull on that one. Because I just didn't get it. I'm just so nice. I think everybody's nice like me. And They mean well, and people be trifling, girl. They be trying to cause trouble on purpose. And that don't calculate in my head. I'm like, why would somebody do that? But they're out there. It's messed up. Somebody say it's jacked up, but they're out there. And but I'll never forget, I was in a church service several years ago. Like, how many years ago now? I think it was in the 2000s. So less than 20, but early 2000s. So I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. We'll just say, we'll round it up. And I was in a church service with Paula White. I don't know if any of you guys know who she is, but she's a very popular pastor here in Florida. And, it's been on TV and stuff like that. But anyway, I was in a service with Paula White, and she said something that I'll never forget. And after she said it, I learned to watch out for it after that. She called those kind of people that if they talk about other people with you, you can rest assured that they're talking about you with somebody else, because they're an inevitable traitor. Inevitable traitor. And I don't know, something clicked with me when she said those words, inevitable traitor. And I've never forgotten it. And so maybe that'll help stick with some of you guys so you can spare yourself some pain. So pay attention. Pay attention when you're talking with people. And we're talking about habitual. When you got somebody that's habitually talking about another person, or that's all they want to do, So just take note. Say, And then you test them, right? Then you test them. You give them a little piece of information to see if it gets back to you. And if it comes back to you the same way you sent it out, there you go. Amens to that wisdom. Amens. Say no to inevitable traitors. Say no. Well, we do have a decree today. So, Jesus, we thank you. We thank you for this day. We thank you for new life. We thank you for the new life that is coming into us today on the 15th of... Let me find Lori's message again so I can remember what it is. But the New Year tree day. Lord, you know what we're talking about. Here it is, the 15th of Shabbat. Lord, we thank you for this day. We thank you that new life is emerging in us today, that the winter season is coming to an end, and that new fruit is about to be produced in our lives. Come on, that'll preach. That new fruit is about to be produced in our lives. We thank you for this day. I thank you for the stillness of the morning. I thank you that you are God and that you are the creator of the universe and everything in it, and that you are the giver of life. And Lord, you are the giver of life, and we place all of our trust and all of our hope and all of our love in you. And we thank you for this day and for all things made new today on this 15th of Shabbat. In Jesus' name, A to the men's. Now let's decree. I did make a decree for today. I did at least do that. I decree, I listen to wisdom's words. Wisdom guides my heart and leads me down a path of a long and blessed life. I am thankful for wisdom's direction in my life. One more time. I decree, I listen to wisdom's words. Wisdom guides my heart and leads me down a path of a long and blessed life. I am thankful for wisdom's direction in my life. A to the men. Amen. Singing now. Amen. 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 All right, you guys. Well, this was almost like a Friday today, but it's only Thursday, so we're going to have some more fun tomorrow, Friday. We'll see what God does tomorrow. Maybe we'll explore a little bit more of this Shabbat thing and see what God did today in the spiritual. But pay attention today. Anytime there's a Jewish holiday, a major one on the calendar, then God is always doing something and He's releasing something in the earth. So you may be able to hear God a little more clearly today. He may speak something to your heart. Lean in, listen, ask Him. Ask Him what new things He has for you as you come out of this winter season with the trees and what new fruit He has for you this year. Eat you a pomegranate. I'm going to eat me some pomegranate Ariels. I got some in the refrigerator in there. I'm going to have me some pomegranate in honor of today. That's breakfast. And then, just think about that. Think about the trees coming out of winter and producing new fruit in the spring and how that can apply to your life, and ask God to speak to you. He'll do it because He loves you. I love you too. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May He make His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May He turn His face toward you and give you peace. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day. Bye. I'll try and wash my hair tomorrow so I don't have to wear a hat. Actually, I'm going to wash it today. Bye.